Major breaking news, Warren Buffett is officially stepping down as the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway after 55 years. Jesus. Warren broke the news today at his annual investor meeting in Omaha, has tapped Greg Abel, sure, to be the next head in charge. So lucky for us, Warren is not only a savvy investor, but he has an A-rated chart, and he is a Virgo Sun, service forever, Sag rising, visionary, and he's also, where's his moon? He's got a Sag moon, double visionary status. But what's noteworthy around him stepping down this weekend is Venus and Neptune. Venus and Neptune have come together for the first time in Aries in our lifetime. And on some level, Venus represents our money, our values, our relationships, our self-worth, and Neptune tends to dissolve things. The idea of a new vision of love, a new vision for creativity, fifth house of self-expression, is unfolding as an old vision is unwinding. And noteworthy that this Venus and Neptune conjunction also squares, challenges his natal Mars in Cancer. This was a very intense Mars retrograde for Cancers, and especially if you got a Mars in Cancer. This was a Mars return to remember for Warren in his 8th house of investments and other people's money. Mars also rules his 5th house. The idea that a lot of his creative expression and him being the best at something has to do with his investments. It's also worth noting that he's got a Saturn and Mars opposition, which can sometimes feel frustrating, like, oh, not good enough, but it can also indicate longevity, especially 2nd house resources, my confidence. It's the idea that time actually gave him such confidence. He is a long-term investor after all. He was never one to come in and out in a quick trade. This is exemplified by his Mars and Saturn opposition. And naturally, this Venus and Neptune would therefore also challenge his natal Saturn, the idea of a restructuring around his voice, but also around his legacy. If you want to talk about precision, this 25-degree Sagittarius ascendant describes again your reputation, your physical form. The lunar eclipse in Virgo that happened in the middle of March was at 23 degrees, so naturally challenging, a closing out around career matters, legacy, reputation. This was a big one. Thank you for your service, Warren. Thank you for teaching us what it means to actually invest in the long term, what it means to be a true value investor.